I can't believe it took me 2 years to finally find a program that I can stick with that helps me gain weight, gain muscle, as well as gaining strength in the gym that makes people's jaw drop. And I did all of this with a tight time budget. I went from doing 10 kg dips from September 2024, doing 40 kg dips for reps, as well as for my pull-ups, I increased it from 10 kg to around 35 kg for reps. And if you're a skinny guy watching this video and you want to achieve the same results that I did, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Before diving deeper into this video, I want to talk about 3 big reasons why most skinny guys are still struggling to gain more weight as well as muscle. You see, back then when I started out in my fitness journey, back then in 2022, a lot of people were telling me to start bulking or eating more because I was skinny, right? And after I listened to their advice, I started to eat more. But I didn't eat more because I was approaching it in a wishy-washy way. I did not know whether I'm eating the right amount of calories, which is the first mistake that I'm going to talk about, which is that skinny guys do not eat enough calories. The second mistake is that they follow random programs that goes nowhere. It does not yield any results, and they do not implement progressive overload, which I will talk about more in this video after this. And the third reason, which is the most fatal one, is that they hop between different programs hoping to see a different result. Well, in actual reality, you have to stick to a proven and reliable system that can help you progressively overload, which is the solution that I implemented on myself that helped me skyrocketed my gains. The solution is the weighted calisthenics blueprint, the blueprint that I found out last year that helped me gain a lot of muscle while saving a lot of time, because most of the exercises that I'm going to recommend are compound exercises. And if you know anything about compound exercises, they target more muscle groups with just one exercise. And these 3 exercises are pull-ups, dips, as well as squats. Now, when it comes to these 3 exercises, master your own body weight first by doing reps, your own body weight, and after you can do that, start adding more weight. Now, when it comes to adding weight, how are you supposed to know how much weight is supposed to add? And that brings me to my next point, which is to know how to progressively overload. I'm going to show you a photo, the magic formula that helped me gain not just a lot of muscle, but also helped me gain strength. And the amount of strength or the amount of weight that you can do with these exercises will actually make people's jaw drop. And basically the gist of this program is that you do 3 sets of each exercise, only 3 sets. You can start progressively overloading by, let's just say that I can only do 3 sets of 6 reps for pull-ups. And if I want to progressively overload, I can either add weights or I can start doing more reps. And depending on how many reps you can do for one exercise, you should add the amount of weight according to, the photo that I showed you. Alright, now that you know that this is the program to increase the amount of weight for each exercise, it is cool and all, but to finalize all of this, you should start incorporating this into your training routine. Let's just say that you do push-pull legs. You can start replacing some of the exercises with the weighted calisthenics exercises that I mentioned just now. And just in case if you need any help with programming or incorporating weighted calisthenics exercises into your routine, or you just want to gain more weight or muscle, I can help you out. The link is in the description. If you're curious about my training routine, this is what I usually do. I am doing a chest bicep, back tricep and lower body split as of now, and usually I would do high to low cable flies to target my lower chest, but since weighted dips can also target the lower chest, I basically got rid of the cable flies and replaced it with weighted dips. As for back tricep day, it is quite self-explanatory or obvious. I replaced lat pull-downs with weighted pull-ups. If you start doing that, you will not regret it, and it could be the best decision you can make for your fitness, okay? And as for squats, you just do squats on your lower body day. Now that you are doing progressive overload and incorporating weighted calisthenics exercises into your routine, if you neglect this one step, you'll basically not see the maximum amount of progress in terms of gaining muscle. And this step is even neglected by most intermediate to advanced lifters that have been lifting for more than 3 to 5 years, if you believe it or not. Why? How do you know this, Timothy? It is because I have been that guy. When I first started out, I always thought that going to the gym, going hard and blasting Attack on Titan music into my ears would get me jacked. Now, don't get me wrong, going to the gym is important for building muscle, and I did see a lot of progress by just going to the gym alone. However, one thing that I could have done better was that I should have prioritized my nutrition as well, knowing how many calories I should be eating or how many grams of protein that I should be eating to gain more muscle. Which brings me to my first step. This step that I'm going to talk about is your diet and nutrition. Now, if you have not been prioritizing your diet and nutrition your whole life or throughout your bodybuilding journey, the very first step that you can do that I did to improve my diet is to start eating in a caloric surplus. Forget about other people telling you that you have to go on a cut. Well, you're a skinny guy right now watching this video, you definitely have to bulk. But you need to know how many calories that you should be eating for maintenance and just eat in a caloric surplus. The second step that makes this process even more easier in terms of improving your diet is to eat more high protein, high calorie meals. And there are a lot of options that you can choose from, such as oats, peanut butter, bread, you can put bread in there, milk, chicken and rice, as well as a high calorie smoothie that you can make. The third step to improving your diet is to start being consistent in tracking your progress. Now, the general benchmark of how much weight that you should increase every week varies, but generally speaking, it's around 0.5 pounds to 1 pound of body weight per week. That's around a quarter of a kilogram per week if you're eating in a caloric surplus. Now that you know the exact blueprint to progressively overload to gain muscle as well as gaining weight, all you have to do now is to take action. And if you struggle with gaining weight and you need my help, the link is in the description. There are a lot of people in the fitness industry that sets a lot of unrealistic expectations. And as a skinny guy, for you, I understand how you feel when you see somebody that has been in the exact same position as you but made more progress in a shorter time frame. And if you need motivation or just a realistic expectation on how you can go from skinny to muscular, there's a video that will pop up here in just a few seconds that shows my journey from 2022 to 2025. And yeah, I hope you get inspired by it.